Absolutely. Well, I began dancing when I was 5 years old, and shortly after that I watched my first Miss America pageant on TV and knew right away, that was something I wanted to do. So I continued dancing and attended the Miss Burlington pageant, which was my local growing up, sometimes entertained with my dance studio there, and was Miss Burlington before I went on to become Miss Iowa. This was actually my second time competing for the title of Miss Iowa, so I was quite excited when really a lifelong dream came true last June. And then I just got back in January from the Miss America pageant where I placed second runner-up, so it's been quite a journey for me. It was just exciting. Every bit of it was so exciting. Like I said, it's something I've always wanted to do, so there was that element to it, but it was also, there were a lot of things that kind of were unexpected, I guess. I really formed some good relationships with the other contestants who were there, and after having done a reality show together, which we filmed in the fall, and then coming together again for Miss America, we got to know each other really well. So we had a good time, outside of the competition also. And then the competition itself was just exhilarating. We had 3 nights of preliminaries before the final competition on Saturday night, along with our interviews. So by the time Saturday rolled around, we had done a lot of competing, and we were just ready to see who was going to be the next Miss America. I was just honored, really, to take second runner-up. After getting to know these girls and knowing that the judges had selected me to even be in the top 15, what was an honor, and then to go that far, I just couldn't believe it in a sense. I had prepared myself mentally, kind of tried to believe that I could become Miss America, but when you get there and you're going through the competition, it's almost hard to fathom that even happening, and so to come so close was really exciting.
What kind of role has your family played in your success?
Oh, I wouldn't be Miss Iowa without the support of my family. They've played an integral role, most definitely. My sister is probably my biggest fan, and I always say when I became Miss Iowa, I think she was just as excited as I was. She's been supporting me all along the way. My mom has done everything from gluing rhinestones onto my dance costumes to driving me across the state or driving me to Chicago for this or that kind of appearance or shopping, and my dad, he works hard to support me in other ways too, so it really is a family effort. Grandparents have traveled all around the state watching me dance, and it really has become almost a family affair.
Now, some people see beauty pageants as out of date and irrelevant, even demeaning to women. What do you think about that?
Well, at first I acknowledge that view because I certainly know it's out there, and there was a time in my life, I'll admit, where I had to step back and think, is this really something that I want to do? But the way I look at it is that this pageant has been absolutely positive for me, and it's in fact been the exact opposite of demeaning. If anything, it's empowered me to be a better person, not only to develop my talent and public speaking skills, but to really discover who I am as an individual, because that's what it forces you to do, particularly with the interview process. You can be thrown any kind of question, and so as the days led up to Miss America, I was spending so much time just reflecting on my own life experiences, where I come from, and what in my life has led me to the beliefs and the convictions and the passions that I have. So it's really been a year of self-discovery, and then being on the stage, that really is just the icing on the cake. That's just such a small part of what we do as title holders within the Miss America organization. That's what people see, and I think when we talk about pageants being irrelevant, we're referring maybe to, oh, they're just out there in evening gowns, swimsuits, but really that's just the end product. That's just a few minutes, I guess, of years of preparation. Absolutely. Well, I began dancing when I was 5 years old, and shortly after that I watched my first Miss America pageant.